Hello friend, today I am with you with one of my new playlist. So this playlist is on SMAD process. So dear friend, we discuss more about SMAD. So first I would like to tell you that I have a YouTube channel which is in the name of Ashish Agarwal Corporate Trainer. So various videos are available pertaining to technical topics or terms used in manufacturing sector, more specifically in automotive industry. So first we need to know the history of die changeover, background of the SMAD. So we are going to discuss about the origin of SMAD process. So it is assumed that SMAD process, which was concept given by Shigeru Shingo. So this concept is developed using the dual moving booster. In short, moving booster we call it as MB also. So one of the booster or moving booster will be inside the press machine. We are doing the regular production of the part. However, another booster will be outside the machine. There we load the die for next production. After the changeover, we are going to produce a new product. So basically, this pre-staging of the die on MB was the invention of the QDC. But the full form of the QDC is quick die changeover. So dear friend, this process of QDC, this was developed by Danley Chicago. And when they sold a press line to Toyota Motor Corporation, so it was a part of the contract. In selling the press line, they have to teach the team of the Toyota engineers in quick die changeover. So die changeover required to be completed less than 10 minutes, single minute exchange of die. So here single minute exchange of die means single digit exchange of die. So Toyota Japan QDC team, this team was trained by Danley Chicago and they achieved 7-minute die changeover in Danley Chicago. So this concept was basically developed, if we say originally developed by Danley Chicago. Dear friend, now we are going to discuss generic problem which we face during any die changeover. As you know, we have lot of standard, like standards related to safety, standards related to strength, standards related to the steels, various type of steels, lockout, electrical power. But none of above said standard, they never save time during a die changeover. So how does it take to change out a die in a 200 ton press? So we are going to get different answer. If we ask 6 different stamp or if we ask 6 different company persons, so you are going to get different answer. Some of the companies, they are doing the changeover within 5 minutes and some of the company they take hours together, maybe a shift also. Reason may be various. It may be a press machine, it may be the operator, it may be the die, it may be the material, lift truck, crane availability, etc. etc. So dear friend, there are 10 basic common die change problem. Like if we are working with different die sizes. Suppose there is a machine, so there is a very big difference die to die, the footprint of the die. We are using non-standard clamp, a wide variety of clamps which are being changed during any changeover. So die to die, product to product, these clamps are changing. Some of the locating needed tools we use to set the press machine center and the centering position of the die. So we need to locate the die, so we use various type of tool. So that is another factor. If the locating needed tools are not appropriate or we are not using locating needed tool, so then changeover time will be more. Suppose our dies are very large or heavy, so they also take more time in loading. Some of the components or elements which are being used during the changeover, they might be worn out or they might be damaged, so this also increase the time during changeover. Another important part is the die clamping area, which we call as die shoe thickness. So if die shoe thickness is varying die to die, there is a large variation, so we need to adjust the height of clamping plates or whatever we are packing or parallel blocks we are using below the clamps. So due to this die shoe thickness variation, there may be problem during the changeover. Suppose we have a variation of 200 millimeter or 300 millimeter between two die changeover. Suppose there is a press machine, so we have a very high variation die to die, like we are using a press machine where we are using the dies of having height, you can say 600 millimeter to 1100 millimeter shut height. So in every changeover we have to waste lot of time during the RAM adjustment. Suppose we need to adjust the RAM for a variation of 200 millimeter in a die, so it may take maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes in adjustment of the RAM. It takes lot of time when we move the die in and out after unclamping, and during the clamping dies are required to be moved, so that also an important factor which is going to affect the die changeover time. Another factor is locating the die, next die or the raw material. So in most of the company or in small company, we do not found the die at the dedicated location or a dedicated location is missing. So sometimes it take hours together in locating the raw material or the die or extracting the die or the raw material for changeover. And another important factor is keeping a clean press room. So press room means not the shop floor only, it covers everything: a clean die, a clean press bed machine. So as you know, in every changeover you have to clean the bed of the machine, you have to clean the die, you have to clean the area, surrounding area on the shop floor also. So changeover can be made without any accident or without any damages. So dear friend, these are the 10 basic common die change problem which we face in every changeover, and they leads to or they affect the changeover time. So dear friend, please wait for next video in this series. So we are going to discuss all these generic issues one by one, how to overcome these issues to reduce the die changeover time. So dear friend, if you like the video, don't forget to push the like button. So thank you very much.